campus. Young people are going hard from campus. Come on, tell me what one. Campus connection, yeah, and that's a one now. Yeah, walk on from campus. How we are carry hard from campus. Come on, tell me what one. Campus connection, yeah, and that's a one. Hey, so make us on then listen, let me tell you this. Students, I will make we do this. Oh yes, we create this space just for you. Make we talk about you, make we talk about school, government and politics, sports, academics, anything that concern you. I don't know when love pass through. It's all about the gospel. So tell me what one from campus. Youths are going on from campus. Come on, tell me what one. Campus connection, yeah, and that's a one now. Hey, I walk one from campus. And we are carry lot from campus. Come on, tell me what one now. I walk one now. Hey, walk one, everybody walk.
All right. Welcome, one and all, to another in the series of Campus Connection. It's so good to have each and every one of you listening and watching us rather on Love 101 FM. And you may be wondering where people watching. They're watching on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. But big up to all the listeners, whether you're listening on the FM band or website at www.love101.org or on our app Love 101 FM. We are so grateful that you are taking the time out to be a part of Campus Connection this evening. Boy, I am alone again, but my co-host Anissa Summers, she sends her love. She has some stuff that she is currently attending to, so she is unavoidably absent yet again. But she's so forward. Don't worry. You will have both of us working together as per usual again very, very soon. But this evening we have such an exciting show planned, and I just want you to go ahead. If you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, please share the live stream link with a friend, a family member, a campusite, anybody that you so desire. And if you're listening to us, tell somebody, man, Campus Connection is up and running, and we have a great show planned, so you don't want to miss that. So let's give a rundown of what is going to take place in this evening's show. We're still in Youth Month, and so we are exploring the theme Reignited, Empowering Youth for Jamaica 60 and Beyond. And we're also in Parent Month, and we want to focus on positive parenting impacting generations. So we have a number of guests who we will be speaking with this evening. But before that, we also have our education news and bulletin by our student partner of the month of November, Jedali Wilkie. And at 5:40 p.m., we'll have a quick chat with Jamaica's 2023 Rhode Scholar, David Salmon. And just in case you're wondering what we have dubbed today's show as, today's show is dubbed as Honor Roll Overload. That's right. So we'll be talking to a lot of bright people, a whole heap of bright people, a lot of persons who have been doing exceptionally well in their areas of study. Persons who have literally fought, the good fight. They have literally, overcome adversity. And so we want to get into those stories as soon as possible. So at 5:45, we have Gabriel McNaughton, and she will share her story of navigating university with a breast disease. And she is now honoring her dad because he ensured her tuition was paid. She now holds a Bachelor of Science, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, degree in marine transportation, and is now a navigation officer. So Gabriel is doing the thing. And at 6:05 p.m., we have Shakiel Cephas along with his mom, Latoya Page, and they will join us as we get to hear Shakiel's story of faith after battling with a stage 4 cancer, even until now, but he's a proud engineering degree graduate from the Caribbean Maritime University. And then at 6:15, Alexia Hibbert, along with her mom, Makeisha, will join us as they share about Alexia's university that was funded by her crab entrepreneur mom. So if you ever been to Heroes Circle, chances are you would have interacted with Alexia's Alexia's mom, and that's Makeisha. So we have an exciting show, and we're really looking forward to getting into these stories. So you don't want to miss out on that. Remember, you can interact with us via WhatsApp, and our WhatsApp line is 876-997-3125. That's 876-997-3125. Right? We're also live on Facebook and on YouTube. We want to hear from you because we're honoring millennials as well as those hardworking parents who ensure they do the most tests. That's in quotations, to ensure their children slash child accomplish more than they did. At this time, we are going to be listening to the news, that is education news and bulletin, by our student partner for the month of November, Jedali Wilkie, third year journalism major at the University of the West Indies.
Welcome to Education News for Tuesday, November 22, 2022. Here inside Campus Connection, I am Shakiel Wilkie. Under the Ministry of Education and Youth, Yard to Yard Find the Child initiative, approximately 113,300 students to date have been located and re-engaged in schools. The project, which began in January 2020, entails enlisting the help of youth and social workers to supplement school-based teams and visiting homes to locate pupils and reconnect them with their schools. It was supposed to last 3 months through March 31st, 2022, but it was extended to complete the process of locating pupils and re-enrolling them. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, around 120,000 pupils were removed from the school system when classes were relocated online. According to Richard Troop, Acting Director of the Ministry's Safety and Security in Schools Unit, one of the biggest reasons for students becoming disengaged is the lack of supervision at home and access to the internet and technological devices. By the end of the 2021-2022 academic year, the Yard to Yard campaign had re-engaged 102,000 pupils. The majority of the 18,000 people who went missing returned to face-to-face sessions at the start of the 2022-2023 academic year in September. Last Friday, children from across St. Elizabeth took to the streets of the parish capital, Black River, in an organized march against child abuse. The event was arranged by the Child Protection and Family Service Agency, CPFSA. It was part of a nationwide march led by children to commemorate World Day for the Prevention of Child Abuse, which was observed on November 19th. Francine Rooms, a CPFSA regional director, stated that the organization continues to defend the nation's children, many of whom require care and protection. The CPFSA team is working hard to ensure that children's voices are heard as much as possible. When there are complaints of child abuse, they act, and they want people to know what to do and who to call. Children from St. Elizabeth's primary and secondary schools marched down High Street, North Street, and Market Street with the posters reading "Stop the Silence, End the Violence," to draw attention to the country's child abuse epidemic. Angered by non-payment of salary deductions, teachers at Seaforth High School in St. Thomas staged a protest on Monday with the hope of getting answers from the government to resolve the problem. According to two educators at the school, the issue which also affects auxiliary staff is now at crisis level and has forced some of their colleagues to rack up thousands of dollars in interest on loans. Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA union representative for the school, Kindame Pennant Miller, said that the problem started in 2016, but despite raising concerns to various leaders over the years, it has not been rectified. According to Pennant Miller, approximately 80% of the school administration is affected by the issue and have been daunted by emails and calls from financial institutions about unpaid loans. The Clarendon-based Edwin Allen High School on Friday announced the discontinuation of lunches for students under the Program of Advancement through Health and Education PATH for the rest of the school term. The current term ends in December. A memo with the update has circulated widely on social media. Once we receive additional PATH funds from the government, then we will resume this arrangement, it said. The school's principal, Jermaine Harris, said the announcement was nothing abnormal because this has been a situation that they usually find themselves in. It's now time for a campus bulletin. The Governor General Youth Consultative Conference, in partnership with UNESCO's MIL Clicks campaign, announces a media and information literacy essay writing competition. To enter this essay competition, you must be a high school student between the ages of 15 and 17. All entries must be original creative works. No adaptations will be permitted. If the work is shown to be an adaptation, it will be disqualified immediately and without prejudice. All entries must be submitted online at ggpe.org.jm using the form. Entries received after December 9, 2022 at 5 p.m. will not be accepted. That's all the news we have for you today inside of Education News and Bulletin. I am Jedalee Wilkie.
Okay, where are the campus eyes?
All right. Thank you so much, Jedalee, for keeping us updated concerning what's happening on our campuses. Remember, we want to hear from you. That's 876-997-3125 via WhatsApp. You can also drop us a comment at Love 101 FM Jamaica on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Right about now, we'll be speaking with Jamaica's 2023 Rhode Scholar. So the Rhodes Scholarship is the oldest, first awarded in 1902, and most prestigious international scholarship program, enabling outstanding young people from around the world to study at the University of Oxford. Established through the will of Cecil John Rhodes in 1902, the Rhodes Scholarship was a true visionary project for its time. Over 100 years later, the Rhodes Scholarship enables outstanding young people from around the world to undertake full-time postgraduate studies at the University of Oxford. So Jamaica's 2023 Rhodes Scholar is none other than David Salmon. You know, he has an impressive resume of accomplishments, including founder of the New Jamaica Foundation, which is an organization dedicated to promoting youth development. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. He's a former recipient of the Governor General Achievement Award for the Parish of St. Andrew in 2021 for academic performance and community involvement. Prime Minister National Youth Awardee David Salmon is a graduate of the University of the West Indies with a first degree in public policy and management, and is currently pursuing his master's in development studies at the University of Cambridge. He is a past student of Wolmer's Trust High School for Boys. David,
Greetings, Jonathan,
greetings.
and good afternoon to your listeners.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, cold, but good nonetheless.
You're cold. Can you tell the listeners where you're joining us from right now?
Well, I am joining you from my college, Wilson College, at the University of Cambridge
In which country?
in the United Kingdom.
In the United Kingdom. So when I tell you that Campus Connection is not no little, dibby show, we're international. And I want you to understand that. And we will definitely be catching up with David after these important messages. So you want to stick and stay to Campus Connection. We'll be right back.
Seniors, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security is advising that the November 2022 payment under the Social Pension Program is now available for collection. Check your text messages to confirm your payment arrangements. For further information, call 876-922-8007. The Social Pension Program, caring for our elderly. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, providing opportunity, stability, and social protection.
Make every moment feel like Christmas with 10 gigabytes of any use data, monthly free for 12 months on the fastest, most reliable network. That's lots more data for more music, more videos, more sports, and more ways to stay connected. Buy and keep renewing any Prime Brata bundle and get an extra 10 gigabyte on us all year long. Plus more chances to win from over $16 million in cash and prizes in the Nuff Pickings Christmas promotion. Activate your Prime Brata bundle in the My Digicel app today. Nuff Pickings with Digicel this Christmas. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion valid November 18, 2022 to December 29, 2022.
Black Friday Mega Madness. Black Friday Mega Madness. We have never had a sale this big. Get ready, Jamaica. This one is massive. November 25 to 27 at Home and Things. It's the Black Friday Mega Madness weekend at Home and Things. Every single item in store is 30 to 70% off. This Friday only. And catch the Saturday and Sunday specials too. Black Friday Mega Madness weekend is on at Home and Things. All Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. It's a Mega Madness weekend.
Christmas here, are you ready? Burgess colors I am choosing. Paint a home you'll adore, get prizes galore. Shopping in a Burgess Wonderland.
Win an 8-day Caribbean cruise, gift vouchers, save 15% and more when you purchase 2 gallons or more of Burgess paints at any color shop or participating hardwares. For entry details, visit BurgessPaintsCaribbean.com today. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Burgess, the lasting beauty and protection.
International gospel music ministers Chandler Moore and Naomi Rain from Maverick City take the stage live at the National Stadium alongside Kevin Downswell, Carlene Davis, Rhoda Isabella, and Rondell Positive as Kingdom Culture presents the Well Encounter, the ultimate worship experience. National Stadium, Saturday, December 10. Early bird tickets at SpurOpen.com/TWE22. Follow on Instagram, the Well Encounter Experience. Sponsored by Purity, Sadcore, Love 101 FM, Grace, Pepsi.
Okay, where are the campus lights?
Welcome back to Campus Connection. If you're just joining us, we are speaking with none other than David Salmon. And we are so happy that David would have taken the time out of his very busy schedule to speak with us this evening. So, David, you are a Rhode Scholar. Can you tell us in probably a sentence or two, how does that feel?
Well, it is a humbling and awe-inspiring experience because this is something that I've aspired to for multiple years. And it is truly a remarkable experience.
Yes.
Because I applied for the scholarship because I wanted to pursue studies at the best university in the world, but more importantly, that I could learn and be in an environment where I could learn as much as I could, so that I can always contribute to Jamaica's development through the knowledge that I've gathered. So it's a little more than a sentence, but I just want to underscore the desire to use this opportunity to contribute to Jamaica's development.
No, man, that's absolutely perfect. And I love the fact that it's not a selfish approach that you're taking, because you clearly outlined to us that you are very big on nation development. And so the scholarship is not just for you, but it's for Jamaica. And with that being said, what are you most looking forward to being the 2023 Rhodes Scholar?
Well, I'm particularly interested not only in attending Oxford, but looking at the overarching program
Mm-hmm.
that is the Rhodes Scholarship experience. So I had shared this in the interview that Rhodes is not just a scholarship, but it is an experience because
Mm.
it's not just focused on academia. There is an entire leadership component of the scholarship where people do capacity building workshops, where you get access to internships, where you learn certain skill sets, where you're able to network with other Rhodes Scholars from across the world. So I think I'm most looking forward to that opportunity to engage with other like-minded young people who are also interested in contributing to national development in their own ways, but also
Yes.
to learn from that very enriching community. I think that's what I'm particularly interested in.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what are you studying now?
So I'm currently doing my MPhil in development studies at the University of Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
And how the program works is that you do a number of courses, but there's also the option to do a dissertation. So before I came on
Mm.
this program, I was actually working on my dissertation at the moment.
Oh, nice. Developmental studies. Can you break that down for us? What exactly does that entail?
Certainly. So development studies is a interdisciplinary course that looks at varying subjects, including politics, including economics. But the real goal is studying how nations achieve their respective growth
Mm.
or respective outcomes or development objectives. So it's looking at the factors that enable growth, the factors that limit growth, also the wider institutional context by which growth and a country's development takes place. So it
Mm-hmm.
really looks at that overall process where respective nations can achieve or may face challenges in achieving their development priorities.
Nice, nice. And in doing all of this, so let's say after this program is finished, what can Jamaica expect from a David Salmon?
Well, Jamaica can expect David Salmon being active from now. So I still serve on the board for the Early Childhood Commission, and
Mm-hmm.
we at the ECC do a phenomenal track record. The team is still very much active as ever. So even though I am stationed in the UK, I'm still very much active in development back home. I still write my columns for the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
I still contribute wherever I can. In fact, I am flying back to Jamaica in 3 weeks' time so I can do a speaker series with high school students. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a case where what can Jamaica expect, but
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica is already going to be seeing me consistently in the
Love
years
that.
ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and that is what I intend to do going forward.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And with everything that is going on, because you are not just pursuing your studies, but you have other activities that you must give attention to. We love to encourage for our campus sites to, as much as possible, live a balanced life. So, what are some of the things that you'd say David enjoys?
Well, on a just on an academic level, I enjoy conversations, I enjoy debating, having enriching discussions. But on a personal level, I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy art and doing art. Painting is something that I
Oh,
particularly
nice.
enjoy and something that I continued with throughout undergrad at UA. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy writing poems as well. Uh, that's something I really enjoy and get a kick out of. Love reading, learning as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm here at Cambridge, walking is now my newest pastime, just seeing the beauty of this very ancient city.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to find very different things that I get personal satisfaction from, and that it allows me to explore creativity or allows me to explore new areas. So those are things that I enjoy and I still keep up with.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, what kind of career path then are you planning to explore after completing this journey or this leg of your life?
Well, I'm interested in working with international development organizations as someone who is basically consulted for advice on how different countries can achieve their development objectives. But after pursuing those goals, I'm interested in coming back to Jamaica and serving a leadership role in one of our public sector organizations. So to go back to what I had said earlier, so I can transfer that knowledge that I would have gathered from this experience in the UK to Jamaica's institutions.
Awesome, awesome. And David, I can truly say that we here at Campus Connection at Love 101, we are super proud of you. And we are with you all every single step of the way. So all the very best in your future endeavors and your current studies as you continue to explore the different avenues that you're interested in.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me.
All right. Do you have anybody that you want to big up?
Yes, so I can't leave out my mom. She has been behind me every step of the way, and I would absolutely love to highlight her. Mrs. Roden Salmon, who is also a university lecturer at the University of the West Indies. So I'd like to highlight her. I'd also like to highlight my mentors along the way and my professors. They're too numerous to name here, but including Mr. Gilbert, Sylvan Gilbert, who taught me my first CSEC subject, CSEC economics, my professors, Professor Scoberg, Professor Gatchier, Professor Campbell, and just overall the family back home in Jamaica who has supported me over the years. I just like to take that opportunity just to highlight them and to give them a big up from here in the UK.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for making the Campus Connection, David, and all the best.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that was David Salmon, Jamaica's 2023 Rhode Scholar, a very, very impressive young man, and I'm excited to see what he will be doing in the near future and even presently, because, you know, he's still working, he's still doing all that's necessary to make Jamaica a better place. This is Campus Connection, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Christmas here, are you ready? Burgess colors I am choosing. Paint a home you'll adore, get prizes galore. Shopping in a Burgess Wonderland.
Win an 8-day Caribbean cruise, gift vouchers, save 15% and more when you purchase 2 gallons or more of Burgess paints at any color shop or participating hardware. For entry details, visit BurgessPaintsCaribbean.com today. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Burgess, for lasting beauty and protection.
Make every moment feel like Christmas with 10 gigabytes of any use data. Monthly free for 12 months on the fastest, most reliable network. That's lots more data for more music, more videos, more sports, and more ways to stay connected. Buy and keep renewing any Prime Brata bundle and get an extra 10 gigabyte on us all year long. Plus more chances to win from over $16 million in cash and prizes in the Nuff Pickings Christmas promotion. Activate your Prime Brata bundle in the My Digicel app today. No pickings with Digicel this Christmas. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion valid November 18, 2022 to December 29, 2022.
Black Friday Mega Madness. Black Friday Mega Madness. We have never had a sale this big. Get ready, Jamaica. This one is massive. November 25 to 27 at Home and Things. It's the Black Friday Mega Madness weekend at Home and Things. Every single item in store is 30 to 70% off. This Friday only. And catch the Saturday and Sunday specials too. Black Friday Mega Madness weekend is on at Home and Things, Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. It's a Mega Madness weekend.
It's almost Christmas, and Fosbridge is inviting you to Christmas in November super sale. November 21 to December 1. Enjoy massive discounts on lighting, chandeliers, wall lamps, electrical plugs, wires, conduits, and so much more in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay. Christmas come early, and we'll be unwrapping massive discounts of up to 60% off. It's Christmas in November super sale. November 21 to December 1. Only at Fosbridge.
Movement's Dance Company of Jamaica is back, live at the Little Theatre, November 26th and 27th. Get your tickets early and enjoy exciting Jamaican modern contemporary dance and positive vibes as Movement celebrates its 40th anniversary, dedicated to all those sadly lost in the COVID pandemic. Movements, reaching to the future.
The time by Grace. Taste that moves you is
6 o'clock here on the family station, Love 101. All right. Welcome back to Campus Connection. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are just joining us, we have been speaking with some amazing persons. One such person is David Salmon, Rhode Scholar, for 2023. And that was a very interesting conversation that we had with David just now. And in continuing with the interesting conversations, we have Gabriel McNaughton, who in April 2021 discovered a lump on her breast, and she, hurriedly called her father, Vic McNaughton, and told him what was happening. Of course, she had it checked out based on some complications that her other cousins would have faced with the same condition. And she found out that it wasn't a cancerous lump, thank God. However, it spread, and she had to do surgeries to remove the lumps. But thank God, today we have Navigation Officer Gabriel McNaughton, a proud graduate from the Caribbean Maritime University, and she's here with us to tell her story. Gabriel, greetings.
Yes, thank you for having me this afternoon.
Awesome. Gabriel, you are an overcomer. You know that?
Yes, I know.
Great. Can you tell us some of the what was it like battling with this disease whilst you were doing everything else in your life?
Well, as you said, it was hard because the earliest day we could get to do the surgery was a week before I had exams. So while I was worrying for this surgery, I was studying for my exams.
Wow. So whilst you were doing that, you were studying.
Yes, I didn't want to sit out a year of school, so I really did not want to fail the exam. And other than that, I had to use my second semester tuition to pay for the surgery. No, I had no idea where the money would come from to pay the rest of my tuition, but I did it anyway. I started assisting students one night with tuition due to COVID, and something said just sign up. I signed up. I didn't hear from them for a week. After I did the surgery, after I did exams.
Nice. And you did say that you didn't know where you were going to find the money for this surgery. What was it like balancing, because you have surgery, but you still have your tuition? What was that like?
Honestly, I left it in God's hands. As I said, I don't know where I was going to get it from, but I paid for it regardless, because it started to hurt a lot. And I decided, okay, we're just going to do the surgery regardless, because I don't want it to get worse in the future. And God knows what would happen if I didn't do the surgery.
Thank God. And so, fast forward, now you are a navigation officer, right? What is that like? Did you always wanted to work with ships or on ships?
No, I didn't.
No?
I just knew that I wanted to do something in the marine field.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was at Hampton, I went to the career advisor and I asked her, questions. And she said, she gave me a booklet with the marine engineering program at CNU.
Yes. Okay, and that's how you ended up where you are now. So as a navigation officer now, when you think back on your life, even the most recent events, how important is faith to you?
Well, I just think back and I said, God knows what he wants from me. He knows where he wants me to be in the future. So whatever you're going through, just know that focus on the bigger picture. Always focus on the big picture.
Awesome. And can you think of, let's say, 3 persons or 2 persons that you can really say these persons were instrumental in my journey, not just with sickness, but also with my studies? Who are those 2 or 3 persons?
My dad. My dad, and my grandmother.
So your dad holds 2 spaces.
Yes.
Amazing. Because normally we hear about the strong mothers, the mothers that are there, but you are now bigging up your father. Yes. That is absolutely amazing. Big up daddy anyway, I'm there. Because that must have been a very nerve-wracking experience that he would have gone through with you. And so we have to big him up wherever he is. The reality also is that there are parents out there who probably have some kind of issue as relates to their children and going to school. Based on your experience with your father and this particular issue that you had, what word of advice would you give to parents in how they should go about helping their children to be successful?
Not only support them financially, but support them emotionally. If they say they want to do this, don't push them to do something else. Try to support them in every way that you can. My dad, he listens to everything that I say. If I say I want to do this, he's going to support me and say, Gabriel, okay, if you want to do this, I'm going to back you. I'm going to do everything that I can to get you to where you want to be.
Awesome. That is absolutely amazing. We love to see it and we love to hear it. In 2 minutes or so, you can go ahead and big up whosoever, those persons who have been instrumental outside of your father and your grandmother in your journey. Who would those persons be?
My classmates, the lecturers at CMU that pushed me, my friends, and the rest of my family.
Great. Thank you so much, Gabriel. We're extremely proud of you. You are an overcomer. And I want you to know that and remember that for the rest of your life. As the navigation officer, that just sounds fancy. I don't know. I don't even know what a navigation officer does, but it sounds like something amazing. And I wish you all the very best for your future.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for making the campus connection. Boy, these stories, I tell you, these stories are something else. And I am just inspired, to say the least. Imagine having to go through all of that while studying. Studying in and of itself is, it's a lot. But to be sick while studying, to have a surgery to do while studying, that's crazy. Remember, you can send us your feedback via WhatsApp at 876-997-3125 or comment on our live stream at Love 101 FM Jamaica, Facebook, or YouTube channel. Wow, we have more interesting persons to speak with. I'm talking about persons who have literally, they've overachieved in their own right. And when I say overachieve, I'm saying this because they were faced with obstacles, but they did not allow those obstacles to stop them in their pursuits. One such person is Shakiel Cephas, 22-year-old. In November 2018, he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And the following November, he got the news that the cancer had gone into remission. And on Thursday, November 17, 2022, Cephas was among almost 800 Caribbean Maritime University graduates to walk across the stage to collect his bachelor's degree in engineering in industrial systems. Today, Shakiel is with his mom, Latoya Page, and they are here to share the story of faith and victory. Shakiel, welcome, welcome, welcome to Campus Connection. Shakiel, greetings.
Greetings, I'm here.
Great, great. Is your mother there with you?
Yes, she is here with me.
Mommy Latoya, greetings to you as well.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Shakiel, tell us, what were you feeling before the diagnosis? You know, what led you to, find out what was happening in your body?
All right. So the best person to describe this would be my mom. So I will make sure go ahead and explain the beginning of it.
Okay. Shakiel found lymph node in his groin. I took him to the doctor and he some tests.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there having stomach issues after that. Took him back to the doctor and they said it was also the
Mm-hmm.
also for taking him to the doctor for a year. And as the year go by, I noticed he was getting new symptoms, loss of appetite.
Mm-hmm.
He was beginning to lose a lot of weight. In pain, severe back pain, and he was sleeping a lot. So
Yes.
I decided to change the doctor to get a second opinion, and that's when I found out that what was happening was lymphoma. Lymphoma. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So after finding that out, Shakiel, I would really like to know, what has the journey been like, since receiving that diagnosis?
All right. Upon receiving a diagnosis, as stated in the article on Friday, it was truly an unreal situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that really caught me off guard because I was a perfectly healthy individual leading up to all the situations
Mm-hmm.
or all the events that happened. However, upon receiving the diagnosis, I was already at Maritime in my first year of university.
Mm.
And at the point of diagnosis is where I started to lean a lot on God because I was extremely confused
Yes.
on how to react and how to operate as a person given the situation.
Yes. So you were. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. So in this situation, what happened was as it progressed into December, we started to do tests, for example, like biopsy,
Mm-hmm.
and such to figure out exactly what is happening. Throughout this, what I did to keep myself focused,
Yes,
was lean on my relationship with God because they recommended that I sat out my first year of university.
Mm-hmm. They recommended that you sit out.
Yeah, they did recommend that, for which I totally ignored.
And when you say they, You're talking about the doctors.
It would be my doctor.
Wow.
And I completely ignored that position
Mm-hmm.
because I sat down and I prayed, and me and God have a conversation. He did not send me to university
Mm-hmm.
to fail. He
Mm.
did not. And this is God's word. He did not send me to fail.
Wow.
So upon hearing that diagnosis, and the sickness saying I should stay home, I decided to go.
Mm-hmm.
I took my faith. I took my faith and I carried myself.
Wow. Wow. So Latoya,
Even in the surgery, because I did a surgery on the side of my neck, the biopsy.
Yeah.
And I did that surgery and I went to school. The same week. With the side of my face.
The same week.
The same week.
Wow. Well, I'd really like to hear from your mother's point of view. Latoya, seeing your son go through this, but still deciding to go to school, not to sit out as his doctor would have recommended. What was that like for you?
Well, I tried to encourage that much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when the doctor told me that he had a year, the first year, I myself do that do it because our church, we have a strong church family, and my faith in God has never wavered. I know that God will be him, even though Shakiel was so much pain and his features changed. That's the only thing I was worried about.
Yeah.
Feel how people would react to him, knowing that he looked different. He lost a lot of weight. His color changed.
Mm-hmm.
His neck had grown in size. It was way bigger than normal.
Yeah.
You know? And that was the only thing that I really thought about. But other from that, I trust God and I know that God would have seen it. It wasn't that easy. It was easy. As a mother seeing your child like that, it was easy. You know?
Yes. Thank God. I can only imagine what that was like. I'm really interested to hear more from Shakiel Cephas and his mother, Latoya Page. But stick and stay with us. We will be right back after these messages on Campus Connection.
Almost Christmas, and Phosphorus is inviting you to Christmas in November super sale. November 21 to December 1. Enjoy massive discounts on lighting, chandeliers, wall lamps, electrical plugs, wires, conduits, and so much more in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay. Christmas come early, and we'll be unwrapping massive discounts of up to 60% off. It's Christmas in November super sale. November 21 to December 1. Only at Phosphorus.
National serving the people of Jamaica with your favorite foods to help you stay strong. Grab your national bag, original, truly Jamaican. Something for all occasion, good for your breakfast, lunch or snack. Grab your national bag, original, truly Jamaican. Best quality, 70 years strong. National build up the nation. National Baking Company, baked with pride since 52.
Christmas here, are you ready? Burgess colors I am choosing. Paint a home you'll adore, get prizes galore. Shopping in a Burgess Wonderland.
Win an 8-day Caribbean cruise, gift vouchers, save 15% and more when you purchase 2 gallons or more of Burgess paints at any color shop or participating hardware. For entry details, visit BurgessPaintsCaribbean.com today. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Burgess, the lasting beauty and protection.
International gospel music ministers Chandler Moore and Naomi Rain from Maverick City take the stage live at the National Stadium alongside Kevin Downswell, Carlene Davis, Rhoda Isabella, and Rondell Positive as Kingdom Culture presents the Well Encounter, the ultimate worship experience. National Stadium, Saturday, December 10. Early bird tickets at spuropen.com/TWE22. Follow on Instagram, the Well Encounter Experience. Sponsored by Purity, Sadcore, Love 101 FM, Grace, Pepsi.
Welcome back to Campus Connection. If you're just joining us, we are speaking with Shakiel Cephas along with his mother, Latoya Page. Shakiel has endured and continues to endure stage 4 cancer, but Shakiel is indeed an overcomer. He is a graduate, a proud graduate even of the Caribbean Maritime University. So before the break, we were speaking about how, Shakiel, you would have ignored even your doctor's recommendation to sit out. But based on that, what can you say really pushed you to go on in spite of the diagnosis?
All right. After the diagnosis, what really allowed me to push on was a combination of my school environment, my home environment, and also the surety that God provided in my life. So as far as school is concerned, my class, my class, which is Stream 5.
Big up Stream 5.
Big up Stream 5. They really did provide an environment that encouraged me to come, because they saw the situation, and as a class they work together to help to push on, and that really encouraged me to come out, because in a situation where you feel not normal then, or you feel kind of less than, because this is you're very sick, and I started to get to look like very, very skinny, very pale, and all of that. But my classmates allowed me to feel normal, to feel apart, to feel engaged at school, in class. And when I left school and I went home, it was the same with my family. My family was so positive that even me in myself, when I was feeling bad and down, it's almost as if I couldn't show it, because the environment was that positive. So I couldn't. There was no room for me to be a negative person, and that really allowed me to feel normal. So through that experience, it really allowed me to push on. And you can add my faith.
Yes.
As well, because during this there was a lot of unknowns. A lot of things that we didn't understand, a lot of things that we didn't know how it was going to work, how it would be started out, and God really did provide that level.
Thank God.
Because financially, he really did bring people into our lives, support us. We bring institutions into our life to support us, to really, lighten the burden.
Yes.
So it's a combination of those three things that really allowed me to push on.
Thank God. Thank God. Shakiel, I'm sure that I speak for a lot of persons when I say that you're a true inspiration. As a matter of fact, I was reading some messages just now of persons reaching out and saying, boy, they're really inspired by your story. And we have to big up Mommy Latoya also for sticking with you. All the very best for your journey. And thank you so much for making it Campus Connection.
All right, thank you.
All right, blessings. Wow, I tell you, these stories, these stories are really doing something to me. And we have one more inspiring story for you. and that is the story of none other than Makeisha, aka Munchi. She's affectionately called the mother of Alexia, who is a proud graduate. And her mother is actually a vendor at the Heroes Circle, National Heroes Circle. So if you've ever had crab or soup or anything of the sort, more than likely you would have interacted with Munchi. Greetings, ladies.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you so much for making the campus connection. We are really grateful for you being here. Alexia, could you describe for us your university journey in, let's say, 3 words?
Pardon?
Could you describe for us your university journey in 3 words?
Okay. It was difficult.
Mm.
It was amazing and memorable.
Interesting. Difficult, amazing, and memorable. And based on that, you would have had some challenges going through university. Can you recall a situation where things weren't going well, but your mother ensured that you continued doing what you needed to do?
So for example, we had an assignment due in the month of July, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, not July, May. Yeah, just before the semester ended, and it was like my last course for me to do. And I remember it was during COVID time. Yeah, it was during COVID time when we were doing classes online. And the internet, because everyone is at home, the internet is kind of slow. So I remember doing the assignment, presenting, and my internet went out. Now, mind you, the lecturer, she was saying that if something happened, she would not be giving us the grade that we are supposed to get if we didn't go through with the presentation. Anyway, the internet went, and I was throwing a tantrum, I was crying and everything. And I told my mom, and she was like, just continue. Email the teacher and ask her if you can get a do-over and stuff like that. And I did, and I got my grade, and this led me to actually graduate now. So that was kind of like mind-blowing for me at the time.
Wow. Mind-blowing indeed. And your superstar mother is with us, affectionately called Munchi. Munchi, are you hearing me?
Yes, I am.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Evelyn, not too bad.
Great. Can you tell us what it is? Describe a day in the life of Munchi in about a sentence. What's that like?
Come again.
A day. What's it like? A day in your life.
What it's like? Just a regular day. Sometimes there's a bit of spark. Sometimes it's kind of boring. Sometimes it's on the level. So Munchi is just Munchi. And who know Munchi know that Munchi is just Munchi.
Great. And based on Munchi being Munchi, right? What word of advice would you like to leave for parents out there, especially those who might be from a poverty-stricken background, those who may be experiencing some kind of difficulty with their children?
Okay, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Number
1, don't be afraid to ask for help. 2, continue to encourage them, even if they're not going on the path that you want them to go on. Just tell them it's okay, but keep trying, keep pushing. Because it doesn't make any sense, people abash them and then we, the parents, abash them too. It doesn't make any sense. So we have to encourage them and tell them to don't give up. Or when it now go the way how them want it to go or you want it to go, just tell them, just hang in there, just don't give up.
Yes. And Alexa, with the kind of support that you received from your mother, what kind of me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm so sorry for the background. I'm at school.
Oh, okay. With the kind of support that you would have received from your mother, what can Jamaica expect from you?
Okay, so as I've just said, I'm at school, so I'm actually doing my master's now. to, top it off with the degree that I have. So in the next 2 years to come, Jamaica can expect a lot from me, whereas I can move up the ladder with work and stuff like that, like probably go into politics as well. So there's a lot to come, but I have to finish school first. So yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. Ladies, thank you so much for making the campus connection. We're really grateful for the words of wisdom that you would have deposited even in the lives of our listeners, and all the very best for the future.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, that wraps up that's our show for this evening on Campus Connection. A very inspirational show, I must say, from David, Jamaica's 2023 Rhode Scholar, to Gabriel McNaughton, to Shakiel Cephas and his mother Latoya Page, and just now with Alexia Hibbert and her mom, affectionately called Munchi. What a show. Thank you so much for making it Campus Connection, and special thanks to our producer Tony K. Bramfield, technical support Timoy Butler, and to Jedali Wilkie for our news updates. Thanks a million for making the Campus Connection. See you next week, same time and same place. This has been On a Roll Over Roll.